Hi, it's Karen here. Thank you for joining me. Today I thought we would paint this abstract floral painting, watercolour painting, and we're going to be using limited palette and accent with gold. We're going to use a square format this time, which I thought would be quite interesting and make a change. I'll put all the materials that I use in the description below. I am going to be uploading this tutorial early this week because I'm going on holiday, so I won't be posting anything at the weekend as I normally do. But anyway, this is what I thought we would do, so let's get started. I hope you've all had a lovely week and you're enjoying this sunshine wherever you are. I'm pleased to say we've had a lovely few days here in the UK. Now I'm just going to activate my paints, and I'm using my bigger brush, and I'm just wetting the paper and just dropping in this lovely green. Now don't get caught up. I'm just popping down some water just to help the help the watercolor paint move on my paper, and I'm not being overly precious with this. I'm just dropping in some lovely greens and just letting it move around my paper. Okay, now I'm doing everything with my large this is my 1/2 inch Nick Pro flat brush, and I'm going into my yellow. I'm loading up my brush quite well, and I'm just dropping that in. Okay, there was a little bit of green still left on my brush, but I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just dropping this gorgeous colour in, going in for a little bit of orange just to darken that up a bit, and let's just move the paint around, and literally I'm just dropping these lovely quite creamy consistency of paint onto my paper. Okay, now if you've got some white spaces, that's absolutely fine, and just keep dropping it in until you think, yeah, I'm happy with that. If you want a little bit more green, drop some, just with the corner of your brush, just drop some droplets of paint, and just dance your brush over. Okay, and it's as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. So once you've done that, you can, I'm just going to rinse my brush out, and I'm going to set this aside, and it is literally as simple as that. So I'm just going to set this aside to dry, and this is one that I've already prepared. Now on here I'm going to use my HB pencil, and I'm just going to put some little circles on. I'm not being overly precious. I'm just dotting and darting all over my painting, and that's just so you can I don't know whether the camera's picking that up. Can you see? I've also done a little bit of gold accent on there as well. which I did earlier, so just pop those on. Now I'm going to use my Japanese watercolour brush, and I'm going to mix up a darker, almost like a sagey green, and with that I'm just mixing my green and a little bit of brown, just to give me that really nice dark sagey colour. Okay, and the consistency of the paint is quite fluid, is quite watery. Now if you want to, you can use your pencil to mark in where you want your stem of your leaf stem to go. I'm just going to swizzle my work round, and I'm just going to pop it in like that. Okay, kind of want it a little bit darker, and then all I'm doing is I'm just doing these really nice, very loose leaf shapes. Now you can do as many or as few as you like, but just work your way up your stem. Okay, and then I'm just going to, okay, so there you've got the leaf, the basic leaf shape. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a little bit of burnt sienna into my paint that I've already mixed up. I want the dark green to be a little bit more richer, and because I'm using gold accents, I just want a little, I want it to be airing on the warmer side, so it's kind of a browny colour. I'm just going to rinse my brush out, and as you can see, I'm really working the tip of my brush in, and I'm just going to drop just at the base. I just want a really nice bloom to come in there. Now you can just, with the tip of your brush, just run your brush and just drop in just at the base of each of your leaves, and then we can just lightly. Now if you think, yeah, I'm happy with the base that I've done, that's great, but if you think, right, I want to add some, make it more slightly greener, then as I've just done that, and I'm just going to go over that shape that I'd already put down, and we're building up. Okay, we're building up these lovely tones on our watercolor. Okay, because we've got the base down, and as you can see, it's starting now to kind of stand out a little bit more. We're getting more of a base to our leaves. Now have a look. This is a vermilion green, and it is a gorgeous colour, but be sparing with it. And I'm going back into my puddle of paint, and I'm just adding just the tip of my brush, and I'm just adding it, making it a little bit more greener, and I'm just dropping just this lovely green in. Just drop it in, let the watercolor and the paper and the paint do its job, and just let it build up. Okay, now if you like that, you can I'm just going to swizzle my work around. If you want to make some more of these lovely kind of feathery effects, just pop a few more on, using the tip of your brush. And if you think, yep, I'm liking that, that's nice and balanced, then yeah, we can call that done. Make sure you rinse your brush out thoroughly. Okay, now again, I'm just going to set my paints to one side and introduce the gold metallics. Now, if you want to, let's just activate the paint. So I'm just going to drop some water into the gold pan. This is classic gold I'm using for this one. Okay. Now, if your freehand isn't so good, then you can use a template and use that. But I'm going to try and do a freehand one. I'm going to start small. I find that that's easier, is to start smaller and then just enlarge with these lovely arc shapes. It helps me no end, and you can give it the circle, as big a circle as you want. So I think that's quite a nice size. Keeping your metallic paint, keep it nice and creamy, and keep working it. Keep making sure that you're mixing the paint well, because metallics, they like to if it's not kept nice and fluid, it makes it difficult to apply. So just keep that nice and fluid. Okay, when you're happy with that gold disc, you can then do your other one. Now I'm going just round, and I'm just going to, I'm being as cautious as I can, but I'm not getting bogged down with it's got to be perfect. I think we give ourselves too much pressure when we think, oh, I've got to get this absolutely perfect. You don't. You just have to, you know, relax and enjoy. And if it's a bit wibbly, hey, that's okay. I'm going to do another circle here, and I'm just going to go around now. And just because my paint's nice and creamy, it's making it a lot easier for me to put the paint down. And I urge you to spend that little bit of extra time if you're using the metallics, just to make sure that it's nice and creamy and it's mixed up. Okay, now I'm just gonna put the tip of my brush into my water pot. I'm just mixing my paint up again, and I'm just going to dance these lovely gold accents. I think they just look really sweet. And again, I'm just keeping it nice and fluid, nice and creamy, and just make sure you get the excess off the belly of the brush, because we just want to use the tip. Now, very carefully, I'm loading up my brush and I'm just going down the centre, and I'm going to swizzle my work round because I find it easier to work at an angle, and I'm just running my brush down. Okay, again, I'm just going to load the tip of my brush up, take the excess off, and I'm just, now if you haven't got it exactly you know, it's not exactly the same distance apart. I'm not worried about that, and just, you know, just work away. That's absolutely fine. Now, on the one that I showed you earlier, I put a double circle on around it. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that, but I'm just going to put this circle around. Okay, it is a bit skew with, but I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just going to just sharpen that up a little bit, maybe bring it out a touch. Yep, and I'm happy with that. I'm just going to put another couple of the lovely metallic circles in there, and I think I'm just going to give it a little splatter. I'm going to bring my other paints back, and I'm just going to just darken it down a little bit, and just put, no, I need it to be a bit darker than that, and just keep getting, just keep adding the paint until you're happy with the consistency. So I'm just giving it a little bit of a splatter. Now I'm going to go in again down here just to darken that up, because I think we need a bit of contrast, and when it dries, it will give your painting more depth, which will be which will give it which will be nice. Okay, and that's that. It's as easy as that. It's a super abstract painting to do. I'm sure you'll have lots of fun when you do it. That's that one. It makes a gorgeous card. You could either stick that onto a pre-bought cardstock, and that would be lovely as a greetings card, birthday card, you know, any kind of memorial card that you want to give, or just as a notelet. There's the other one that I did. Slight different angle, but there they are. I do hope you give these a go. They are super fun, and I'll say goodbye, and I'll see you when I get back from Spain. Bye bye for now. Bye.